Cory Sokol of Mineral Point joins us, state champions in Division III. That has to sound pretty good.
It does. I told you at the start of the year we had 3 of these kids coming off of that state championship in basketball, and both are first in the history of our programs. So I just knew that the momentum was probably going to be able to keep going, and all year long they've just been grinders. I mean, those kids are some of the most special kids I've ever coached, for sure.
You had a sizable lead coming into today, but leads can come and go. What did you do to make sure they weren't complacent?
Yeah, so when we got back last night to the house, I told them, I said, guys, just because we're up 12, it's golf. It's the old cliche, it's never over till that last putt falls. My goal on the back 9 was 541s. That's what I was telling them. I said, if we shoot 164, it's going to be really hard for a team to bridge that gap. And I thought that even if we did that, we'd get closer to like 20 ahead, and that's kind of what I wanted. And they got to about 17, and it just made it for a little bit more enjoyable back 9. I think everybody got to see, Eli Lindsay relax a little bit after his back 9 performance, and then getting over to the front and shooting at 37. I think it was just really good for him to know that we were pretty much in hand of the tournament. So,
and I think Drew wound up being your low finisher.
Yeah, and I kind of was talking with Coach Schmitz when we got here. I mean, Drew is he's a special kid. They're very talented. We always give him a lot of guff about kind of not knowing where he's at some points. And for me, that's the perfect golfer. The kid that's not sitting there analyzing all the details and everything, and just going out there and firing where the ball needs to go. And he definitely stuck to his game plans. We had the double bogey on 7 and the triple on 8, but I flat out told him on 8, I said, we're up by 21. I said, I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't tell you to fire at that flag stick to try to win the individual title.
Mm-hmm. And with what this team did, breaking through, did you sense a time when they, during the course of the season where, they really felt like they were being overlooked?
Definitely at Monroe. We walked off of that course that day, and I told our kids, that was our school record. We've never broke 300. So for us to get 303 on a foreign course, I had mentioned that to you maybe a week or 2 ago, where we went 303, 305, and 310. And I thought the 305 in relation to par on our own course was actually our worst round. That's when I think they were kind of peaking. I think having your game travel is pretty difficult. A lot of people are good homers, when they play golf, they know where everything's going. Once we started hitting below 310 everywhere, I knew this was a very special group.
And lastly, you've left me with a strange question to answer. Who's the nicer guy that finally got a state title, you or Dan Burrison?
Dan Burrison by far. I think these kids would probably agree with that. I can definitely be pretty strict and hard, but I can tell you right now, I've never been more happy for a guy there too. We've both been doing this for a lot of years. This was my 15th season. I think they said Dan was 32 or something, and I think that's what makes Mineral Point very special. We have coaches that stay for a long time. The kids get used to what we want, and it's always great to finally get the monkey off your back. So.
I think you're right. I think Danny never made him practice out in the rain.
Probably not.
Cory,
No.
thank you very much.
All right.